Welcome, everybody, back to Combine and Conquer. My name is Jeff. You can call me Jeff. We are still on the 0.4.1 update. We're just going to load into our previous file here. Yeah, 4.1. Load. Okay. And I was trying to build bigger and bigger last time. I mean, it's been almost a week since I played. But we were doing like an infusion partway down the line to make sure that everything at this end was getting fully supplied. So we're adding extra coal halfway through, we're adding extra iron ore halfway through. And we end up with basically a full iron belt. But then once we get down here, of course, we're like, man, there's so much stuff going on, and we're using all of our iron and not all of our, belt and gear machines are getting what they need in order to make a full belt of belts. Also, I stopped taking from the provider here, but that means that this is going to back up rather than stop producing all this stuff. And I was thinking, since last time, which I know is a dangerous pastime and all that, but I wonder what it takes to make more providers. A chest and a chip. Because I was thinking, if we have more of these, we have 6, then we could make lots of smaller factories. And they don't necessarily have to be connected to this one, even by influence. Whereas, I can't see my influence this far out. But like, if I had something that could be self-contained and just go into a provider, I could build it like out here. Using just the coal, iron, and copper that we have here, I could make a small factory making just, I don't know, like belts or arms or something. It doesn't have to be connected all to one thing. So I'm debating still whether that would be a good idea or not. Because trying to build big enough in one space to support everything is getting kind of ridiculous and crowded. And I guess something I could do to make this a little smoother would be to start making modules. Maybe I go that route, make like an arm module and then a Mark II arm module. I forget what we have on research. I think we have Mark II arms. Yeah, those are Mark III, Mark II. With the long arms. What do we want to make next? Maybe the better furnaces. I don't know. Takes research 1 and 2. For some reason, I was expecting escape to get me out of here. Which we have research 1 here. Did we make research 2? I thought we researched something research 2. Maybe not. Yeah, that's outputting research tier 1. All right, then. All right, what all are we making down here? Well, the belt things, right? So what do we got? Those are just still cranking through. 300, 112, 85. Let's go ahead and put one of these arms back in. But do an area delete on these for now. Delete. That way we don't have a backed up belt of this stuff. We can just have a, yeah, the machine's ready to go when we need them. We can just turn one of them on by adding an arm back in. That should do. Belts, 350. 358, actually. Let's see. Some of those belts are coming up here to make the crossings we turned off here already. Assemblers, research. So we could make research 2. I'm pretty sure we could put all our research 2 in a different lab and it would count. We could test that theory. Just put research 1 in this lab. And let's see, what was research 2 again? Wires, belts, and research 1, of course. You have labs, but no research running. I think I have all the tier 1 done, though, right? Research. Take... Oh, you are tier 2. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left to research that only takes tier 1. That's okay. Get out of here. So I'm kind of thinking maybe excuse me. Maybe it's time to like modularize this or something. So let's delete this. And let's make a module. So research 1 is gears and iron plates. That's 2 assemblers. Well, I said gears and iron plates, but I meant takes a gear, which takes an iron plate. So like this would be the gears. And we need an assembler making the research 1. If we were to do it this way, the way I had it before, we would need this button, that, and we would have an arm in and an arm out to the sources and sinks modules. Source and sink. I feel like this could be better though. So what if I stop when all sinks have items? Let's see, it's 11 by 3. Stop. Put this one down here. You there. Put the output like here. Would that save any space by turning it like that? complete those. It's 5 by 9. Or I know, we could put this here, and then output like here. So I think I like that. By not having any belts, we're not building up a bunch of extra product anywhere. Let's see, how many ticks did it take there? So if I extra fast ticking, I want to set it to like 897, right? So if I and then I selection module name RT1. So now did that actually, I have 6 available. That's not what it was. Modules. 5 available of each still. Back to the planet. And I suppose we could keep building out this way a little ways. We can take our modules. It's the planner. This is our modules. We got RT1. Put this here and another one here. And then we just need arms. In, out, out. Let's put those on belts going this way. Then our lab can go down here. Let's just start right there. What did the lab cost? Chips and wires. And I think, though, we tore up our copper stuff. Oh, we put some back down here. We have wires here. Those are motors. We got wires. 4 wires, 8 chips. Chips probably cost wire. And an iron plate. Let's put down an assembler down here. Wire. So this one will be making chips. Let's put chips there. That'll take wires from here. And we'll bring in iron down here. Just bring it under. And then we can make labs here. So you will also take wires. Hopefully everything still keeps clicking along. You have labs, but no research. So let's bring the iron around. Run it down. Across this way, and then up a couple. And no chips yet. Just about to get those. And the labs can be output into a provider down here. Right, there comes our first lab. No. Still waiting for chips. 2 more chips. Go. Alright, now we're making our first lab. We're still putting those belts in. Got over 500 of those. Let's temporarily stop you at least. Alright, once we get another lab, we can put 2 of them up here. If we want to. We could also be taking these tier 1 researches and making them into tier 2. It takes tier 1, it takes wire, and it takes belts. Thanks. So how would I want to do that? Got another one? Yeah. Let's see, I think there's a view for showing the internals of modules. Yeah. I still don't get the counts of things. I think this one will make it back up. Yep. All right. If I want tier 2, I need to have a good way to produce some of this kind of stuff. Still 0 labs, huh? Need to make influencers too. I'm down to 2 of those. What did those cost? Cable and wire. So this is wire. What's cable again? Oh, there it is. More copper plates on wire. So, copper, wire, and plates. I'm already not liking how I set this all up. we're going to need the influence very soon. So let's work on that. Guess I could add more smelters a little bit. Mining? No, production furnaces. That influencer is going to be right in the way of you. So you curve one. I wonder how that'll work with these. Put you here. I need you here, and then you back here. Let's see if this works. Up. Over. There, and then, yeah, that. That is not going to work. Because I could put an arm here, but if I do that, we're going to get copper. Because that's what's on the second, that's what's on the output of this. What if, though, I go this way, I have the output belt? That should work. So, delete all these. And then just continue on like normal. Belts straight through. Then all I have to do here is, do I have any long arms? I didn't make any long arms. Let's see, I should be able to work this out. In and in. What do long arms cost to make? Mark 1 arm, gear, and motor. Making motors right here, right? Wait. Mark 2 arm, motor, gear and motor, and Mark 1 arms. I have all those things right near here. But I get the motors up and out too. And do I want to? Those are gears and fire. Oh, how many labs do I have now? Should I stop this? I have 3 more. Let's stop that for now. Delete. The chips. And this wire is actually being used there, the motors. So if it's like this, and I want long arms, I mean, I could just skip that furnace for now. I kind of do want to do this. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing anyway. I was looking at the Mark II arms, which we're already making. I would need gears and rods. So, whoops, never mind. I think I'm just going to skip this furnace for now. Or, I know what I could do. Hold up. Get, a mixer. And a mixer. I'm going to just grab off of those. Like so. And then we just just built on out of here. I don't know what I was worried about. Don't worry. Be happy. I rotated it, I guess. And here. So we have a little more copper coming in. What I think I want to do is split some off before then with a mixer. And turn it around and have it come back down. So we can put more copper usage things down this way. Because I wanted influencers, right? Which are cable and wire. And wire goes into making cable. So if we have wires and cables, then influencers. Make sense? So, 3 wires, cables. Oh, you're right, they don't take... For some reason I was thinking these took more copper plates, but it's just the wire. So instead, let's go just in a row, I guess. Those, and then influencers. Wait, but this is cable and wire. So this can go down here. That. And then do arms in, across, in, and a provider out. That should do. Because we're taking wires here, but eventually this will back up enough that if we're taking too much here, this one will stop getting used and it can start going into here. But it doesn't look like that'll be a problem. Because the wire, half a copper plate, so it's making 2. Yeah, there you can see in the output. That's what the 2 there means. So these will be able to grab straight off evenly every time. Cool. Geez, it's almost like Martin planned it that way. So I'm down to 2 influences. So the cables are going to take forever. I suppose I can make a dedicated wire for cables, and then also have wire for the influencer. Maybe I want to do that. Also these. Turn that off. Delete those for now. Then I can have another wire. That's not where I want it. Down one. Just to make it square. And what I should have done was right click. Okay, I can just put it right over top of that. Cool. And then down here is the QE1 influencers. Right. And you here, you'll be taking in here. You'll be feeding down here. And then out to a provider. Bring these down to here. for the fun of it, since we have 107 of these, let's upgrade these. Although with the cooldown, it looks like it's not actually needed. I just like it because I'm impatient, I guess. This should be our first new influencer. Nice. Ta-da! Let's replace these with just Mark 1s. We don't need Mark 2s there. Because they can take both of them out before the cooldown is done for the new one anyway. That was just me wanting it to go faster. How is our power? We're looking good. Should we try for... We don't have solar panels. That's some tier 2 research. Which reminds me, that's what we were building up toward. It's just we're also running out of space and we needed some more influence. So, chests. Cool. What do chests cost? Rod and screws. It was all iron, right? Yeah. Because the chests were going to go into... Which of these were we going to make? Is it tier 2 research? No. It's wire, belts, RT1. That's 2 labs doing RT1. What if... Where are we making belts? Belts are down here. Continue belts off this way. That would get us toward... Belts. Wires are going to be way back, though. If I wanted a wire belt, that'd be a ways away. Two wire and a belt and RT1. Belts are gears and plates. And that'd be a complicated module. I wanted to modularize it. For now, let's just keep running this down. Maybe I will do like some, let's do a belt of cables this way. Rotate. There. It's wires, or Mark II belts, and... No, not Mark II belts. Mark I belts. Wire, belt, and Research 1. Research 1 module takes iron. And I think we could somehow snag belts off of this. let's run this down this way for now. We're going to start using those influencers. We got 7. Nice. Could I somehow get belts off of there? I could bring another belt of them down here somewhere, but where would I cross over? I also have them here. Just bring them around this side. If we're going to be running this belt all the way over here anyway, let's split off that belt, the mixer, like here. And one of you continue that way and turn this one down this way. So that'll be belts and wires. Then we just need the Tier 1 research. Tier 1 research was going to take iron plates. Which, look at this, we have iron plates right here too. So my module for that... What? If I were to... I know it's a waste, but it's out of the way first. Because if I want to put my research module in here, oops, rotate like this. I want to turn the belt, have an arm. We'll be outputting Tier 1 research here. Let's rotate. Oh, that's going up. Anyway, we don't have to worry about that. Bring you across here. Some belts feeding in. Belts coming out. And... these will be going this way. Make our Tier 2 research down this way. We have Tier 1 research, Tier 2 will go into here. See, I think we might do like our swapper thing on both ends of this. One for inputs and one for outputs. I don't know if it'll work with that influencer right there. Let's see. Swappers. Swappers be easy to say. They can go like this. Over here. So we'll have belts. And we'll be outputting up. This one I need to... I should be able to use the bottom. Should be able to... That should still work. That's not what I wanted. You go there. Right? So if I'm... We have belts coming in there. We'll need to feed those in here. There'll be belts in. We'll be doing outs like that. Let me just see how this belt will work. And in there. So belts will be coming out into the machine there and there. And they'll be going up here, down here. So that'll work. do in. And I think this one should still work. Like the output should go to there, I think. Let's find out though, before we build too much of this. I was trying to drag that. Down here, we'll be feeding tier 1 research in. And we'll have our copper, not copper, but the cables coming in down here. Placed random built out of the way there. We should have one there. Meanwhile, we'll also be outputting here, here, here. That should work. Comes all of our cable. It's not cable, wire. Put in. It's like that. So I know it's not 1-to-1. We'd actually want probably more than 2 if we're going to be having 4 tier 2 here. We already got an output. Nice. Ooh, yeah, that's not going to work. Delete. Let's just shift this over 1. It's fine if it overlaps. This has to output like that. I was hoping it would work to output onto the output part of this, but that's not what it was doing. Glad we tested, though. And output. Look at that. Tier 2 research ready to go. Let's stop the complainer and put down some labs up here for tier 2. So what do we have? 2 for tier 1. Let's put down, I guess, 2 for tier 2. And I'm going to run this belt up. Nope. Escape and rotate. Just to there. Cool. Let's pick a research since we didn't actually pick one, and that's what the real complaint was. What do we want? Better influences, maybe? Oh, well, we're going for science. What do we need for, not science, for space? What do we need for space? Better influence. And tier 3 research. We're also going to need tier 4 research. That's tier 4. This is tier 3. So let's unlock the influencers. Look at that. We've already got 10 research 2 done. So that confirms what I was hoping, where we don't have to put the tier 1 and tier 2 into the same machines. So since we have a lot longer to go for tier 1 here, I think I'll put my other lab on that. Did I stop making those? Because we need 2,000 of the research 1 and only 200 of the research 2. I think I did stop. We were making the labs over here. Let's put a bunch more. Let's rebuild that. I know it was silly to tear the whole thing down, but I thought I was going to build something else there. There's chips and wires, right? So we had the chips here. which the chips cost also wire and plates. And I don't know if we'll have room. Now that I have the copper belt twisted around here. Let's actually just run these out on a belt, maybe. What did I... Labs. Those chips and wire. We have a whole big wire belt down here now. Let's run chips out onto a belt too. Seems like maybe that's not going to be the best idea, but what else in my factory has been, right? Okay. Down to the cables here. Just in case, let's delete some of these. Okay, and then labs, we're going to be, once again, just to double check, wires and chips. So let's come in here. The wires coming up from there. Chips from over there. Just do like this. Chips. Let's put a mixer here. Pull off that to here, there, there. And let's set this to the labs. There. And we'll try to pay attention to this, and next time it's done, we'll just delete the arm instead of the whole build. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. We went over power. How's that looking? Yeah, it's looking great. How are we doing on burners? Where are you? Power. Burners. We got 58 of you. And we need an influence. Now that we're making those, 17 of these. Let's see, how is this gonna... That one up there for the belt to come down. Are we efficient? No, we're not. Do we care? Also kind of not really. Woo! And wild with these. Let's build that one up and over this way. And back down here. Actually, that one needed to go this way. Like so. Go in, 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 in. Flip it. In, all the way down here. It adds a little more power production. Power usage, also, sure. But burning that coal. It looks like we'll be okay. How are we doing on labs? We got 2 more available. Let's help out our tier 1 research some more. And I might need to build this out some more too, which means some more influence, right? Yeah. Let's put it here. That. And put down a few more of these. Oh no. I do have to make the sources and sinks. I wasn't sure I would actually need to. Turns out, yes. Yes, I do. So we'll take a look at what those cost. Sources and sinks. It'll be under K. 4 chips. Well, we have chips on a belt. That won't be bad. And 4 chips. We have chips on a belt. So that won't be bad. Where's our chips on a belt? There's chips on a belt. We don't have many chips on a belt. Let's do like sources and sinks and feed them into a provider in the middle, which I also need to be making. What do those cost? Chips and a chest. That makes sense, since they hold stuff, right? While I'm here, let's set the recipe for module stuff. You and you. Then switch over to arms. In. I think we're probably not getting research tier 1 all the way down the line, right? Yeah. Yeah, we should figure out a way to bump this production up. Probably by doing it down here and feeding it up and over. Are we getting more? Nope. There was a source came in. The sink is getting no chips at all. What were you again? Iron plates and wires. So what if instead of building this up here, we did it like down here? Got the iron here. Could route a belt. I'm just squeezing everything in and everywhere, aren't I? These chips were originally for making the labs. Let's forget that for now. Is that all you were for? No, you're for this also. Let's go along and delete these. I know, I'm undoing stuff again. Let's shift click, delete these. And we have the labs we want now. For now. Let's delete all of... Not that. We want to keep the sources going. Low on power. Oops. I want to put that provider back. And this should just be that. Do we not have enough coal? Oh my. No, we do not. So we're right at the threshold, aren't we? Where We keep having just enough and then just not enough. How's all this doing? This is kind of sparse. We could probably fit a few more up here. And have them coming off this way. About going around back to here. That's not a quick save, quick help, but it should get more coal into the system at least, right? And how were we routing this? We were just splitting off of this one belt. What if I put more... These are mixers, yeah. If I sort of balance this... Can't overwrite it. Delete, delete, and delete that. And put these in here. So it'll even out more across all three of them. I hope. Because these are kind of backing up. Whereas this one just keeps running straight through. This should get more coal to our power, is what I'm hoping for there. Because yikes. Oh, we're also drawing off of this side for the copper. Sheesh. Which that's all just being fed from this. Uh-huh. That's also coming up here to feed our iron. Okay. We're still well past power here. We should start getting on solar panels, right? Could we research solar panels next? Solar will take research 3. Do we have better power burners? Let's see, research tier 2. Electric furnaces. So that wouldn't require coal, at least, right? So do we switch to here? This is like half researched. This would be researched a lot sooner. Furnace burner Mark II. Let's switch to that. Then go for solar. Because obviously this isn't going to work. Need more coal. Is there more coal? Stone. Smidge of coal over here. I got 8 miners left. If I put this one here, it'd be 3 and 3. What would you mine? Coal. Okay. But I can't do that if I'm going to be outputting these this way. Let's see. Do something stupid like this. And feed those into this side. That's pretty. Just every drop we can. See, that's all backing up. Is it just not going to make it all the way to the bottom, or is it now? It is now. That's all backed up. It's this side that we have to worry about now. Huh. Okay. Well. Not sure what to do about this side. In any case, we're within our power limits again. Now that we've fueled most of these bottom ones. How's the research going? We're not producing enough to keep all 5 of these busy, obviously. Because we needed sources and sinks. I got 3 sources and no sinks. Before I tore them up. We needed the chips, which took iron and copper. Though the chips took, they just take chips. We're going to do chips down here because they take iron and, an iron plate and a wire. Let's do... Not quite like that. Just thinking like this. I set these 2 chips. Put in crossing here to bring the plates through. Let's see, mixer here, and then you going this way down here. We got input there and output here. And we're gonna have a belt going like there. So, put you in, and in, out and out. Then I'll start putting chips on a belt down here. We'll have at least 2 machines, which will hopefully keep up with everything we want for now. Which what we want for now is more influence. Still making those, apparently. Maybe I could stop those for a bit. I don't know if I want to yet. Cool. I feel like a coal addict now. Usually I'm an iron addict. Now we're a coal. Let's put down assemblers for sources and sinks here. And it'll be module part. So sources, sinks. Also, what are you? You're also chips, but chests. And chests were probably just iron. Where do I find chests? Miscellaneous? Chests. Rods and screws. So it's iron and iron. Okay. Well, in any case, for now, put another one of these here. Continue this on this way for a bit. and get some of these in and into here. That way we can keep using our modules. Reminds me, I was going to put some of these down here and route them up and through. Means I also want this iron somehow. So what if I do another mixer? Split off here. And this way down to like here. Put a crossing in. Squiggle. We'll want a crossing to bring Tier 1 research back up through there. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm having fun. These just need iron. So if I were to place some of these, we're going to input to there. So sure, let's just squeeze it in real tight like this. Wait, those are upside down. I'm going to output to the bottom. Right? No, I'm going to output up. But that means I input on the bottom. Yes. Like so. So wait, we have 4. So if we build a 5, set of 5 of these, I think we have a little bit of overkill, but we won't ever be waiting. That's my math, and I'm sticking to it. And for the output, come back. That. That's pretty ugly. And beautiful at the same time. That should feed our research tier 2 machine, which is just starting to back up because we just hit the thing there. All right, kick on. Sweet. You're fed. You're well fed. You already are fed. So it's not fast, but it is faster than it was. And hopefully we'll start getting research all the way down to these guys. Yeah, see, you're gonna get one now. Sweet. Hopefully that's enough. How's power? Power's a little oofy. What are we doing on parts? Not making those. I turn belts back on. I had like 500 something when I turned it off. Let's start storing belts again. Putting belts in the provider. That's what I mean. For research tier 1, what are we getting? We're never making it down to here, are we? So we were going to put more of these in. I didn't have sources and sinks at the time. I can at least do that now. Oh, and up here. Is that coal? Looks like coal. That could be useful. Maybe we start mining that next time. Right, so we had 3 research machines going temporarily there. I'm hoping we get enough in with these extra machines to start cranking out tier 1 a little more. How's iron looking? Iron's looking alright. Pretty much alright. Looking weak. By the time it filters all the way down through this stuff. This is another reason why I think I might soon try splitting off some functionality to just completely separate bases. So have a dedicated like arm manufacturing, a dedicated belt manufacturing. Instead of trying to power everything, you know, maybe even a dedicated power manufacturing place. Because anything that contributes to the global inventory doesn't have to be connected to anything else that contributes to the global inventory. And maybe that would be a better way to go just overall, instead of trying to do a main bus and figure out how to squeeze everything into your influence areas. We have 35 of those. Let's cut that off for now. Where are those? Here. Let's cut those off. But I think for today, that's a pretty good start. Pretty good progress. We've got some actual tier 2 research going. I think it saves our progress. Yeah, it does. Cool. Good job. So we added a bunch more power. We tried to add some... we tried to improve our coal. And we got tier 2 research going. Look at that. Tier 1's starting to get weak, though. Oh, but we're using the 4th machine. Did any make it into 5 here? Not really. That's okay. We can add more next time. Speaking of next time, it's definitely time to stop now. So, I will do that, and I'm going to try to alternate between, a couple different games, and rather than doing like a week on and a week off. So hopefully there'll be more of this sooner, But in any case, until the next time, remember to be kind, have fun, and I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.